biggest issues I had in life was going to the restaurant. I love going out to eat. On a day when I felt like I did a lot of work, we would jump in the car and we would go out to eat. With a check of $30, now it's $50 for two of us. Those days are long gone. One thing nice about being a prepper is, when you're a prepper, restaurant food doesn't taste quite so good because you're used to home cooking. Hi everybody and welcome to my channel today. I am Homestead Tessie and prepping is my passion. It has been for as long as I can remember. At least 14 years since we're married, 13, 14 years, and even before that, I was always into prepping. I have a 2-year food storage. I used to have a 3-year, but we have been whittling that down just to make it a little more easier to organize. But today I'm going to tell you it's Friday. What does Friday mean for us on the homestead? It used to mean we go out to eat. Well, Friday doesn't mean we go out to eat anymore. Friday means it's pizza night. No, we don't call up Domino's or Pizza Hut. We make our own pizza. I'm going to share with you pizza today. I know it's a simple recipe, a simple video, but after that, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about prepping. It's a tablespoon of everything. One tablespoon of yeast. 1 tablespoon of oil. Now this is going to give you 2 large pizzas, so we only are going to have 1 pizza today, or this would give you about 24 breadsticks. One tablespoon of sugar. And about a teaspoon of salt. Now my salt has some herbs in it as well. Now let's make sure we have it all together. Warm water, yeast, oil, sugar, and salt. Now we're going to put this in with our flour. Now we're going to add enough of flour to make it into a bread dough, pizza dough. So they don't say how much flour. I just use the flour until it's ready and looks good. I'm sitting in my greenhouse. This is somewhat of a workstation for me. I have 2 greenhouses. One of them I actually have plants in there and I grow my seeds. This one here is a place where I can go outside and work even in the rain. You'll find me out here up until December, and then you'll find me out here in March again. But I wanted to show you a few of my books. I like to put these on Fridays or Wednesdays videos. People really like to see, what I'm learning. I'm sure by now you see that there's a theme on my channel, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And maybe something I did is something you've never thought of. I know most of you are like me and you're preppers and you're just experimenting on the whole array of different topics and subjects about prepping. Mine is more practical. I like to show you in tangible ways the things that I am doing. It's easy to sit at a table and just read out of a book and tell you what to do. Okay, this is what you do when you don't have any water. This is what you do with all your surplus food. But to just talk about it in a book really doesn't help a lot of people, because if you're like me, you like to see things, and that's how you learn. But reading is also really important to me, and I like to share with you the books. I don't get my knowledge from other people's YouTube videos. Generally, maybe once in a while I'll find a video and I think, oh, I absolutely want to try that. If I get it from somebody else's channel, I will always share with you their channel. I think it's important to reference people. Most of the time, I get it in books. I love to read. So I'm just going to share with you some of my really old books. All Things Provident. I got this 7 years ago. And this would be like the LDS. As you know, the LDS as an organization are very much into prepping. And to be honest with you, they have the most practical type of prepping. And I really like their books. But here's one, and it talks about all kinds of ways to prep with recipes as well. If you're interested in my pizza recipe, you gotta look in the description box. Or you can go over into my group and you can see it there public. Just a reminder, that group is public. So whatever you post on that group, it is public for the world to see. It's basically a place for me to be able to put a whole bunch of information that I can't, well, you know, I can't say it or do it on YouTube. And then I had this book, Marlene's Magic to Food Storage. Now, she is a gem. Let me tell you what, Marlene Peterson, this is from the 80s, and take a look at all her recipes. These are with prepping in mind. So it's not just going to the grocery store and buying items. In fact, for me, when I go to the grocery store, I'm buying dairy products, some fruits, some vegetables. I really don't need to go to the grocery store and buy single ingredients for in any of the videos that you're seeing. Yes, I do have stock ups. Yes, I have to buy these things, but I don't go on a weekly basis. So she has all kinds of amazing soups and recipes, and I just want to share this with you. Then I bought 2 books this year. This is the Ultimate Prepper's Survival Guide. Now this is going to go deep into detail about medical prepping and things like that. So here is a disclaimer. I'm going to try to share with you as much as I possibly can what I'm doing when it comes to the Ultimate Prepper Survival Guide. Some of the things I can't say. I have to be very careful in the platform right now that we're in, but you can go over and there will be interactive videos over on my group, which is public. You don't even need Facebook to see it. You can just click on the link. But being prepared can save lives. Being prepared can save you tons of money. Let me tell you what, when our income really was reduced and we had to rely on not spending money, my food was absolutely amazing. I would be the first one to tell you, when I had all that free food, most of that is gone now, but when I had all that free food, it was a lifesaver. I still have some of the food that is canned, but like the dry food is pretty much all gone by now because we go to the grocery store, and I do go every week, but I only buy little bits of this and that, which you will see in my videos. Sometimes I will have a food haul that's one item and I stocked up on it. That's how I like to do things. The Prepper's Pantry. This one was recommended by other channels and it's okay. I like it, but I don't think it's as great as what people made it sound like. But it's interesting and I do like it. It has nice colored pages. It talks about dehydrating and all kinds of things like that. So it is very interesting. Prepping is the ultimate act of optimism. That sounds like a good title. I could title that today. Prepping is the ultimate act of optimism. Well, it is, because it's not depressing. It's just thinking of the future and using it as a journey. Everything for me is a journey. Now this one talks about all kinds of things like Band-Aids, first aid supplies, and other things that you need for that. That will be an upcoming video from the Dollar Tree. I can assure you of that. Because right now, most of the things that I find with prepping that are non-food, the cheapest for me is a Dollar Tree. Because we have one locally. Now, people say Walmart is even cheaper, but I have to drive over 25 miles to get to one. So gas is really expensive. So it's kind of neat. Shopping list number 1. Oh, it's pretty interesting. Maybe I will like this book after all. I really didn't dive deep into the book, but we will be working on the book. If I have a book that I am working on, I surely will be showing it to all of you. If I can find free information, which I can, you will be getting pretty much the same information for free. My videos are not about buying anything. I don't make money on books, but I wanted to share with you things that you can do, and for free if you have a printer.